Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
Fargo police are warning the community about a sex offender living on the north side of the city. Now, 22-year-old Kilo Bowen Davis is now living at 726 College Street North, close to NDSU. He was convicted in 2018 for sexual imposition. Court records show he forced a young woman to perform sexual acts on him. Bowen Davis is considered high risk. Those offenders are considered the most likely to reoffend. Well, for many of us, Labor Day begins right now, but how's the weather? Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Well, it's getting better for us here. We're looking at the skies beginning to clear more and more. We've got some of that rain that's been lingering from this morning moving on slowly. And so you can see that we've got some clouds in our view. There's a little couple of rain showers as we're looking off to the northeast on our First Alert Skycam network in Fargo. But overhead, the sky is clearing a little bit more in Fargo. So we're at 67 right now. Grand Forks is at 70. It's 72 in Jamestown, where we have full sunshine, and a little cooler to the east. Bemidji just at 61 right now. But that's better than where we were this time yesterday. Here's a look at that latest radar and satellite map. You can see the clouds dropping to the southeast, the rain that's been associated with those clouds moving along with it, and all of that will clear out and we'll end up with more and more sunshine for more of us in the valley as we continue on. So here's a look at our planner for today. We're looking at temperatures that reach the mid-60s to some mid-70s. Maybe you could see Aberdeen at 80 degrees. So it really depends on where you are and how much sun you're getting here leading into the afternoon. But there'll be a range of temperatures. The bottom line is warmer than yesterday, on our way to even warmer temperatures heading into the holiday weekend. But it won't be beautiful all weekend. We'll have the full details for you coming up here in just a few minutes.
As long as some of the days are beautiful, that's better than not having beautiful days at all. Thanks, Lisa. Well, cleanup is underway and repairs will follow after a car smashed into a building in North Fargo. It happened just after midnight at Sanford Occupational Health in the 3800 block of 12th Avenue North. The man who was driving cooperated with police, and it appears he experienced a medical issue while driving, which resulted in him crashing into the building. No one was hurt. Well, a man is now in jail after stealing from a South Fargo store and attempting to flee police. Police say a perimeter was set up in a neighborhood around 8 last night, while officers searched for a man reported to have stolen items from Fleet Farm. They located Philip Pelletier in the backyard of a 3200's 37th Avenue South. He was arrested for theft, refusing to hold, and 2 unrelated warrants. A Minnesota man is recovering after being pinned under a large tree for 4 days. The Redwood County Sheriffs got a call Monday afternoon about a welfare check on a man who hadn't shown up for work in 2 days. Deputies found no sign of John Seplica at his home, then were told by his ex-wife that he'd been cutting trees. Now, Seplica was located down a steep grade in a ravine, just 100 yards from his home. Both of legs were pinned by a large tree, but he was alert and cautious that is. It took another 2 hours for firefighters to carefully extricate Jonathan because one wrong move could have crushed him. He's being treated in Minneapolis. Let's take a look at COVID-19 numbers. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting 856 confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 10 new deaths linked to the illness. In total, over 1,800 deaths have been attributed to the disease. Over 70,000 people are listed as recovered. In North Dakota, there are 343 new cases in the state. The death toll remains at 150. The active case count is up to 2,513. Traffic has been slow at airports around the nation, but this coming holiday weekend is expected to see a huge ramp up in travelers. This just as TSA has redesigned their checkpoints to protect passengers and officers. NBC's Tom Costello has the details from Washington's Reagan National Airport.
Walking into any airport these days can seem eerie. The pandemic has left concourses, ticket counters, and TSA checkpoints virtually empty. The low point came on April 14th when only 87,000 passengers flew nationwide, down from 2.5 million flying each day before the pandemic. Passengers slowly returned over the summer. Today is expected to be the busiest day yet, with 900,000 passengers nationwide.
And that one right here?
And checkpoints now look a bit different. Plexiglass to separate officers and passengers, stickers on the floor to keep passengers 6 feet apart, and new self-service kiosks
look straight ahead, pull your mask down,
that check your ID, then match it to your airline ticket record. TSA Chief Admiral David Pekoski.
You walk up, you take your credential, and just insert it into the machine right here. They will ask you to bring your mask down. The machine will capture an image. You can see it right there on the screen. And then my credential comes out. I take it. No touch between the officer and me.
Also rolling out at 434 airports, new software in the full-body scanners that reduces the need for pat-downs, new antimicrobial bins, and more CT scanners that allow officers to manipulate images of what's inside your carry-on bag to verify it's not a threat, reducing the need to do bag checks.
If a TSA officer is going to reach into somebody's bag and then they reach into my bag, are they using the same gloves?
They will either change the gloves out, and if you ask them, if they reach into your bag, and if you ask them to change the gloves, they will, or they will sanitize the gloves.
pat down your leg, just widen your stance for me.
Officers must also change gloves for every body check.
In any way, is security being compromised because of us wearing masks and because of the plexiglass?
Yeah, no, it's not being compromised in any way whatsoever. Every single one of these new technology advancements that we have, first and foremost, improves security, and improves security a lot. And then secondarily, as we look at technologies, everything we look at, not only will it improve security, but it will also improve the passenger experience.
Despite the pandemic, an unexpected development. While passenger volume is down 75%, the ratio of gun confiscations per passenger have tripled, and 80% of them are loaded. Most passengers claim they simply forgot the gun was in a bag. But the first offense comes with a federal fine of up to $4,100, plus the possibility of local criminal charges.
One other note here, face masks are required. The TSA airlines and the airport requires them. The TSA will give you one if you forget yours and show up without one. But if you try to walk through an airport without a mask, airport police may very well escort you out. Well, North Dakota State University releasing fun activities to do while being safe from COVID-19. At Linwood Park, take a kayak or bike ride. Both can be rented and managed by one person. Take a hike at Buffalo River State Park. That's a 2.2-mile hike to enjoy gorgeous scenery. You can never go wrong with a picnic at Island Park. Along the way in Fargo and Moorhead, lots of murals to go out and see. And if you decide to be around people, make sure it is a very small group, and please wear a face mask. Well, Taco Bell fans will soon see some changes to longtime favorite menu items. Now, beginning in November, the fast food chain will remove Mexican pizza. Items with shredded chicken, including the shredded chicken soft taco, shredded chicken burrito, and shredded chicken quesadilla melt. Fresh diced tomatoes also are scheduled to replace pico de gallo, but some new items will be added to the menu, like the new chicken chipotle melt and dragon fruit freeze. Well, coming up at noon, one teacher explains what he did to fix his virtual learning experience. And weather was feeling pretty nice at this hour, but will it stay like this throughout the weekend? Well, weather next to plan your day.